What's going on, everybody? Z-Man here. Welcome back, or welcome to the channel. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day so far. Yeah, I just blinked out there for a second. Let's hop into the gameplay. So I was a little bit busy before stream. I was definitely trying to be a little more prepared this time, but I did run out of time. But before we go ahead and really get started with today's episode, if you guys happen to be enjoying yourself at any point in time during this live stream, or if you're watching this in VOD form, make sure to hit that like button. Check all the links below for all of my social medias. Consider joining my community Discord as well. And if you happen to really enjoy what you're watching and want to see more content just like this in the future, consider subscribing. And I also want to say a huge shout out, thank you to my channel members. You guys are absolutely amazing. And yeah, so today's episode, we're going to be working on some more building. Yes, building. We love it around here, especially me. I don't know what it is about me and building, but I can't get enough of it. Now, I'm hoping this will be enough pale moss for what I need today. It's going to be a big ol' if. No, because we have a lot of building to do, as I just said. So let's head on back over to the town where you can actually see our bridge house that I talked about last time, but we did not get around to building it because I did not have the schematic. So this is what we have here. This is the bridge house. It's gonna have a nice little path, kind of separates the town just a little bit. Probably gonna put a few trees throughout here just to kind of fill in this space a little bit better, but I am quite happy with this bridge house design. I think it looks very nice, and I'm very excited to get into building today. So that's what we're gonna be doing. All right, I need to quickly sort myself out here really quick because I need my resources, which are over here. That's at least some of them. I should probably go refill my tuff really quick because I do need a good bit of that for today's building. Andesite, I think I actually ended up replacing andesite in my builds with the pale moss, so I don't think I will need that. That's an empty shulker. Definitely gonna need my spruce. That's a big one. Definitely gonna need that. I think I put my other spruce right here. Yeah, that's gonna be quite important because I need to craft lots of things and stuff. Yeah, so we're going to be starting off with the bridge house here and then working our way along this pathway here. Now, I did go ahead and kind of get it started. Then I remembered, oh yeah, I need lots of pale moss and I don't have enough of it. So I should probably run and grab that. So we're not going to focus on the path here. We're primarily going to focus on getting the actual structures in, figuring out the placements and all that fun stuff. And then probably off camera, I'll go through here and pretty this up a bit, which by the way, I will kind of show you guys a little bit of what I have been doing in my free time. So I've been doing a lot of landscaping, primarily putting in some of the grass, finally making it not look so flat, and I'm very happy with what I have been able to do so far. Just throwing in some bushes, some more goldenrod here and there. Goldenrod. And yeah, there's still quite a few spots that are very barren, need some LTC. And yeah, so last episode, if you guys haven't watched that one yet, we built this lovely blacksmith. It looks very nice. I'm very happy with how it turned out. And yeah, so we did that. I might end up doing a little bit more terraforming to the point where I'll actually build this out just a bit further, because I have started to kind of come up with some concepts for the main mansion here. So it will be very interesting to kind of put all that into effect and all that stuff. Pretty much what I have thought of so far was primarily building a bit of a wall around the manor, and then inside of that wall will be the manor, and it's going to pretty much take up the entirety of this platform here. Now, as I mentioned before, I already have to figure out what the heck I'm going to do about the tree farm here, because that is not exactly the prettiest. We might be able to get away with building a bit of a wall around this once I come up with a more once I come up with a wall design. Maybe we can just kind of sneak that into there, and hopefully it'll look good, and then cover up the rest with, you know, grass, all that fun stuff. So yeah, that is what's been going on, what I have been kind of planning, all that fun stuff. But we're gonna go ahead, sleep, and then we will be getting into the building. So, let's see here. I'm gonna need, nope, I always forget. Single layer, beautiful. Originally I wasn't gonna have this loaded in when I first started, but then I got distracted and I was like, you know what, we're just gonna roll with it. We're just gonna keep this loaded in, and so you guys can actually see what all we gotta do. And one of the things I actually do need to do is replace this flooring here with deep slate. That is right. Now, I didn't need to do all of this extra stuff, but it was at least good to know where the boundary was, because I wasn't entirely sure how big this floor was, because this has been a few days since I last built this. So it's definitely gonna take some time to figure that out. Not really. Not really. But how's everybody doing? Happy Monday. It's definitely a Monday, that's for sure. I did not want to go into work today, but here we are. I can't wait for summertime. That's all I have to say. It will be a bit busier since, you know, with my job, I kind of have to do a lot of the work that I normally can't do during the school year, during the few months off from classes and all that fun stuff. So, yay. Wonderful times. Okay, so basically the concept for this house here was that it was going to be two different... Wait, why is that? That's not supposed to be like that. That's supposed to be like that. So basically the concept was there will be one entrance on the inside. I believe it was on that side. Yeah, that side was where one of the entrances, because this is going to be split up into two different houses. Technically, like two different families can technically live in this place here. So that was kind of the concept that I wanted to go with when I was working on this idea. Wanted to kind of not just have it as like one big family home and all that. I wanted to make sure that it would, you know, house multiple families. So I think that's all we needed from that. Yeah. Oh, before I forget already, we need to go restock on my tough really quick. I hear zombies. Where are you? Probably hiding in the floors. You're hiding in the walls. Don't like it when people hide in my walls. My cat likes to occasionally hide in the walls, and she'll scratch. And I'll just be like, what the hell are you doing, cat? Are you trying to give me a heart attack? It's 2 a.m. Why the hell are you scratching my wall? Cats, am I right? Oop, that was not supposed to go there. I think that is pretty much it. I might have to do a little bit more tough gathering at some point, because this is definitely not going to hold us over for the day. I'm probably gonna have to go back through and eventually fix that. So yeah. Actually, hold on a second. I think there was something going on last time where people couldn't see my chats, because I noticed people were chatting. There was some chatting going on after stream. I meant to fix it, but I did not. Whoops. Let's make sure that I am. Just make sure that my chat overlay is actually working. Test, test, test. Oh, it does show up. Okay. Weird. Don't know why. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little bit delulu. And maybe I just did not read my chats in time. I don't know. Do not know what happened. But anyways, enough being delusional. Let's get to building. One of the things I should probably do first, though, is start by stripping down a stack of logs so that I can make myself some shelves. I don't have that many. So I wanted to make sure that I have some of these blocks ready before we start building. But how's everybody doing? How is your Monday going so far? You know, I have to apologize. Mostly because I've been a bad content creator. I've not been putting out my videos as often as it should be. I need to get on myself about uploading once again, because I have not uploaded a proper video in quite some time. So I want to try to fix that. Ooh, should have brought this shulker over. But I've been trying to put out like some shorts here and there. Don't get me wrong. I'm still having fun with Sunlit Valley, but I don't know what it is. Like, I get into these fits of where, oh, yes, I want to do this, or, oh, yes, I want to do that. And then I do it, and then my brain's just like, nah, you could take the time off. You don't need to do that. Or, it's not necessarily working out for you, bud. Just give it up. I don't know. My brain is weird. It be very weird sometimes. But I'm hoping with some events that are currently in the works that will change very soon. My motivation, I guess, for uploading as of lately has been not that great. And even same for live streaming, for that matter, because if you guys might have noticed, I haven't really been live streaming all that much either. And I do apologize about that, because like live streaming is like the one thing that I'm normally extremely good at keeping on top of. But as of late, I don't know. Normally, I don't mind like live streaming when I'm dog sitting and stuff like that. But this time around, I was just like, nah, we're not going to do it. I don't know why. My brain just said, nah, you're fine. You don't need to live stream or anything like that. Just kind of take some time for yourself. I regret it because I am so far behind on working on videos, recording, editing, all that fun stuff. So we're not going to do that again. At least try not to do that again. So I need to finish editing my next episode of Sunlit Valley. I just need to finish editing it, and then I can get that out and ready for you guys. Channel members Friday and everybody else on Saturday. Yes, that is right. That is what I tend to do. Let's grab the stairs. Spruce trapdoors. I'm pretty much out of those. I'm just going to take this entire thing. Not pressure plates. We're not doing pressure plates. We're just going to make a ton of trapdoors because I know this build specifically uses a crap ton of them. So I want to make sure that I have at least the majority of what I'll need for this build. Because if not, then it's going to suck. Yeah. By the way, I decided to take a look at my statistics earlier today, and I've been playing on this world for a total of 800 plus hours now. And granted, we're still only doing this pretty much one day a week, but I do a lot of, you know, planning and stuff like that. At least I've been getting better at doing all that fun stuff. But it's kind of wild to think that, you know, the Soulless World is gonna hit 2 years old this year. The world is gonna be 2 years old, and to me that just absolutely blows my mind, because this is probably the most committed to a project I have ever been in my entire life. To stick with one single Minecraft world for this long, for me, is a record, because I find that I can get burned out relatively easy, and I try my best to not do too much to the point where I feel like I'm gonna get burnt out. But other times it's just like, I don't want to do stuff. Other days I'm like, oh, I have all these ideas. Let's try to actually work on bringing those to life. But yeah, so lots and lots of, it's been a while. I guess I should just say it's been crazy that I've stuck to this project for so long, but I'm excited for some of the other plans that I've started to kind of brainstorm a bit more so around the world lore, because I want there to be, you know, I want to make the story as interesting as possible. I don't want it to just be kind of cookie cutter of, you know, take concepts from certain fantasy universes and then copy and paste them in. I want to try to, you know, make things as unique as possible, as any world builder wants to do. It's, although in this day and age, it could be pretty difficult to kind of come up with original ideas when there have been so many different fantasy universes created over the past decades. Not just talking about like Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones. Like, there's a whole lot of fantasy books that I actually have been kind of keeping my eye on, and that's kind of surprising for me because I'm usually not that much of a reader. I don't know what it is, but as I've gotten older, I've found it to be a lot more difficult to just sit down and read. Like, even when I'm just like laying in bed trying to get ready to go to sleep and all that stuff, like I can't just lay there and read. It's very weird, very strange. But I think if I can force myself to kind of sit down, read again, and maybe pull some inspirations or concepts for ideas. But I don't know. It'll just be a matter of time pretty much until that actually happens. And hopefully, once I actually do get around to reading again, I can actually enjoy it again. Because I feel like some of my creative juices, especially when it comes to like coming up with world lore and just like creativity in general as of late, has been kind of in a slump. And one of the things I have been kind of planning, if you guys have been paying attention to my posts that I've been doing as of late, mostly around the Middle Earth Minecraft mod. If you guys don't know what that is, it is, what are you doing? Go check it out. It's absolutely amazing. But I have a really cool concept thought out that will hopefully allow me to like really get creative with what I want to do when it comes to world building, kind of more so practice for that. So you guys will have to keep an eye out for that, because it'll be, I honestly think it'll be a cool project. And I've been talking with, you know, my close friends about this concept idea, and they all seem to actually really like it. So I'm hoping that once this next Middle Earth mod update releases, whenever that may be, hoping and praying it's very soon, I can just hit the ground running with that and take whatever I do from there and bring it back into the Soulless World. That's kind of like what I want to do. Will it end up working out that way? To be determined, but I think it'll be a lot of fun to do what I have planned. I don't want to reveal too much because I want to try to keep it as much of a secret as possible, because, you know, I want to keep you guys surprised, and I will want your guys' thoughts on the whole thing when I eventually do announce it, because this is not just something that's going to be a series that I had admittedly abandoned at some point, like I did with the first playthrough with the Middle Earth mod. And I in my head, it feels like I kind of failed not only me, but you guys at the same time, because a lot of people seem to really like that series. And then for me to just kind of out of the blue just stop, it's not a great feeling. And I feel like I've definitely, you know, upset some of my fans who are like, why have you stopped playing? Blah, 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 blah. And to be honest, I think it was just the fact of there was a lot of behind the scenes stuff that I was seeing, because I am a coffee contributor to the Middle Earth mod, that I was able to see what the next update is all about. And I'm telling you guys right now, this next update is going to be absolutely amazing. And like, I guess I kind of just got demotivated because I was seeing like all amazing things that are going to be coming, but at the same time, it was going to be an update that would potentially break all the progress that I had made on that world. So it felt like if I were to continue that, just to have it all like be for nothing in the end, because I think there might be some world gen stuff that might break my current world in the next update. I think. Don't quote me on that. But yeah. Long story short, TLDR version, lost creativity because of seeing amazing things coming for next update, and I wanted those things instead of working on what I already had. So, whoopsies. Sorry. There we go. That works. I do have to remember that there will be copper lanterns hanging from there. let's head back up. Did I not? There we go. It's like, what the hell? Why is this not connecting? Like I intended. But yeah, regarding Middle Earth mod, I have a speculation that we're definitely not going to see it. We might actually see it a little bit sooner than I was expecting. Because if you guys saw my short that I put out, like when can we expect the next Middle Earth mod update? I was expecting that it would be not until like middle of May, early June. But it turns out that one of the main developers, Jukos, is actually currently in his finals week. And he may have slipped by saying that things... No, he didn't... I should specify, but it sounded like the team was wrapping up on just like tidying up certain features and, you know, all that fun stuff. Like, all the main features are pretty much done. They're just doing a lot of polishing now. So it sounds like we should be getting really close to this update. So I'm hoping that it releases not during my finals week, because I will need to lock in for that. I don't know what it is. The first, I mean, statistics is statistics. Nobody likes statistics. Let's be real. Unless you're like a diehard mathematician, nobody likes statistics. I absolutely hate it. It confuses the heck out of me. I don't like it. But, yeah, I don't like statistics. And it's not like I haven't been doing terrible in the class, but it's also not great either. I'm very much in the C range. Like I'm passing it. That's all that truly matters to me. Because I knew at one point or another I was gonna need to take a class like this, and the fact that I didn't, or the fact that I'm pretty much at the level that I expected I would be, because there's so many freaking formulas you gotta learn, and it's a lot of repetition as well. Excuse me. Don't know why I'm yawning. Hello. Oh, hi there. You're not one of my villagers, though. You're just a zombie villager that happened by chance to spawn in. Cool. All right. Just gonna drop that stuff. I'm gonna need some fence gates, and I don't think I have any spare wood up here, right? Like I do have this dark oak log that I could turn into sticks. I don't really use dark oak for anything in this town anyway, so it doesn't really matter what I use this for, right? Nah. Turn those all into sticks. Turn those into planks. Just make a whole bunch of these, because I know I'm gonna need a lot. Nope, that is not what I meant to do. That's better. You know, I just need to start making tons of these, like, they're not texture blocks, but just like detail blocks. Like the fence gates, fences, and all that stuff before I start streaming, because I always feel like I waste time preparing the stuff now instead of having it at the ready where we could just fully throw ourselves into building stuff instead of messing around and being like, oh yeah, I need this, I need that, and then I'm flying all over the place trying to scramble for all these items. It's just not a great look for me. I'm trying to get better, I promise. Trying to do better at being prepared for building. All right, so I would say we're probably pretty close to being about almost halfway there. Like I said, it's a lot of these detail blocks that I find take up a decent amount of time because I am so focused on, you know, making sure everything is in the proper spots, all that stuff. Because if it's not, then either A, I'm going to forget, and then it's just going to be a nightmare. Oh, actually, hold on. Sorry, buddy. I have a important message to respond to. Sorry. I'm not going to say anything about it in case the person's watching, but what? Guess what? Chicken butt, what's going on, Roth? How's it going? Unfortunately, he won't be joining us tonight, but hopefully Roth will be back in action next week. He's been through the ringer as of late, so he hasn't been able to play with us, but sounds like he will be back with us next week. I can play Chivalry 2 next time. I'm so excited for that. For context, Chivalry 2 and Chivalry 2 is a game that I've been kind of pretty hooked on as of late, like in my free time. Like if I'm not playing the Soulless World, I've been playing a lot of Chivalry 2. And I'll tell you all right now, I am not good at the game by any means, but it is fun. All right, sorry, gotta... Sorry, I'm distracted. I'm excited for you, Roth. I think you'll also enjoy Chivalry. In all reality, all it is Call of Duty, but swords and bows. It's great. It's a great time. Definitely not rage-inducing. Definitely not. It's a very fun game. Nonetheless, I have a lot of fun when I play it, even if I'm not the greatest at it. And that's when you know it's actually a good game, especially for somebody like me who stepped away from Call of Duty and all that fun stuff. Because of the rage-inducing aspects of the game, that I was just like, nah, we ain't doing this again. But yeah, I wasn't sure about it at first, but then once I started playing a little bit more of it, it was a great time. I really enjoyed it. Right, I need more spruce. That's what I was doing. And I'm also reading messages while doing this, so my brain's got a boom, 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 boom. Okay. Roth, if you're still here, have you at least tried to play it yet? Just out of curiosity, have you tried to play some of that Chivalry? It's so much fun. I love that game. I feel like Chivalry is going to be the next game that I hyperfixate on. Well, I shouldn't. Oh. You have to make more trapdoors. Uh-oh. Bouncy, bouncy, bounce. Uh-oh. That's not supposed to do that. Okay. I think we won't be distracted anymore. It was a pretty important conversation that I needed to answer to, so I apologize that I'm doing this on stream. That's not supposed to happen. Whenever you get a chance, Roth, you should definitely at least do the tutorial so you know what the heck you're getting yourself into. Because if you don't do the tutorial, it may be very confusing. I'm just warning you now. Yeah, Chivalry 2 might be a new fixation game for me. It's crazy, tactic, but it's so great. Nevertheless, a great time. Alright, so I think this is just all planks. You know, I didn't do very good on preparing this side because that's supposed to be a ladder and a trapdoor, and I did not do that. So, whoopsies. I'll download tonight at the very least. Is it much different than the first game? Not that I remember how to play that one anyways. I never played the first one, if I'm being quite frank with you. So I couldn't tell you if it's any different from the first game or not. Sorry, bud. Can't help you there. I would imagine it wouldn't be that much more difficult or much different from the first game, potentially. I'm not entirely sure, though. I don't know. Right, time to sleep. Actually, while I sleep, I'm going to run and get my water bottle really quick, so I'll be right back. Plus, I needed to stretch. Gotta go, it's the child's bedtime. Okay, Roth. Hopefully you can come back soon. I miss you already. Down to try and play this week sometime. I could try. I know tomorrow I have to finish editing my next Sunlit Valley video at the bare minimum. Maybe I'll start recording the next one too. We'll see. Wednesday is my last night for darts. So after that, Wednesdays going forward, I'll have that open again for y'all. So we might end up having to potentially try to stream something, or I might use that for more committed time towards recording and editing videos. I mean, I'll certainly try to figure out something, because Thursday is another recording or editing day. Maybe I'll have time on Thursday. We'll see. Friday, I don't know what I'm doing Friday. I feel like I should try to stream some Vintage Story. At bare minimum, maybe find something else to stream. I don't know. I've been very much kind of just avoiding Vintage Story for some reason. I don't know if it's because I've been waiting on their new update for so long now that I'm just kind of like, meh. But yeah, I just haven't really been interested in it as of late. Maybe once the new update comes out, whenever that may be, we'll try to play it again. But I don't know. I'm just kind of meh on Vintage Story right now. So for everybody that has tuned in for Vintage Story all these months that I was fixated on it, I apologize. But yeah, it is. I apologize. That's all I have to say. Am I sorry? Just a little bit. Well, just a little. Friday I got D&D, and late Thursday night I have Critical Role, but I don't think I have much else. Raiden, what's going on, my guy? How you doing? It's been a minute since I've seen you. Finally get a break from work for a little while. Nice. We love breaks from work. Love that for you. How you been? It's been a hot minute since I've seen you here in the chat. Hi, Roth. Bye, Roth. Yeah. Doing great. Just been getting that bag. You know what? That is very fair, because everything is expensive. There's a thing that I'm looking into, but I'm waiting to hear back on certain elements of thing. I'm not going to mention it because I don't want to talk too much about it, because the likelihood of it happening is very slim. But at the same time, it's not 0% of it not happening. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, thing that I'm potentially looking into doing requires a lot of money. So hopefully I can get some of my stuffs in order here relatively soon to get that all figured out. But yeah, I mean, honestly, you haven't been missing a whole lot for me. I haven't been super active as of late, so not as many videos or live streams, but I've been trying to do better on getting more shorts done and all that fun stuff. Yeah, it's been kind of uneventful. I've actually been taking quite a bit of time for myself more than anything. But yeah, so I feel like I haven't really done that as of late. It's been a lot of grinding for school, work, and all that stuff. So yeah. Yeah, I feel like everyone sometimes for my... Did you have a stroke while typing that? Like, are you good, bud? English is bad today for me. You know what? That's fair. It's a Monday. We'll give you a pass. It ain't that real. Oh man. That was definitely a Monday sentence right there. Like if there was one way to summarize what a Monday is, that's a Monday. Guess it doesn't really matter how these go on, because they're going to face the same way anyways. So, yeah, we can just plop these down. I worked 12 hours yesterday, so I will accept that. You're welcome. Acceptable for today. Now, tomorrow, I can't guarantee anything. Alright, so that's that. Now I just have this flower bed to do. And then should be looking pretty good. Put the grass back. I definitely need to do a little bit more lighting down below. It sounds like mobs are spawning. Excuse me. What do I need? Walls and signs. I feel like I should have some of those in here somewhere. Any idea when the VS update is coming out? I've been brain dead on all info. Honestly, same here. I think they're on like release candidate 10 now. It could be 11 for all I know, but they've just been, I don't know. They've been taking their sweet ass time with it, and understandably so. But at the same time, you've been hyping this update now for months. Like, just release the update. I mean, I guess that's kind of how I also feel for the Middle-earth mod. On that whole update. Mega update. But I think that once this next update comes out, they should be a little more frequent. I need signs. So instead of the 15 months that we've been waiting for said update, it'll be a lot shorter time frame, because I think they're going to... Oh, nope. Don't worry, guys. I can fix that. I know they mentioned that they didn't want to take all that time again in the future between updates, so we'll see what happens. I don't think there has been any information on the release date for the next update for Vintage Story either. So sorry, pal. I got nothing for you. Glass. I'm thinking to myself, like, what the heck do I need? Glass. Glass is kind of important. I might need to make more, actually. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna have to end up making some more white glass, because this is pretty full. My inventory is a freaking mess. Hold on a second. I have stacks of blocks here, half stacks there. I'm a mess. What can I say? Yeah, we're gonna make some more glass really quick, because I know for a fact I'm gonna need more of it. Unless I happen to leave any. Yeah, I do have this glass. I just need to get bones for bone meal for white dye. I think I should have some bones not too far into our storage room in here. I'm hoping it's around summer, so when we do the Soul Spawn server, I could be free from work for a while. That's fair. Yeah, you and I can team up again and have a great time. As we always do. Alrighty, white stained glass. Panes, because that's all I really need. We're not using full glass blocks or anything like that. Oh, it is sleepy time. Then we don't do factions. I feel like we were so separated, and factions relied on themselves instead of actual trade. Yeah, we definitely did separate quite early on too. So I think we're gonna be moving away from factions and more so like work together. So rest assured, that is kind of what we have planned so far, at least as far as I know, is we're not doing factions. Okay, so I need to get all my blocks back because I put them all away. I love how I grabbed everything. No, I grabbed all, but no, I did not grab any of my blocks I needed except for the white stained glass. There we go. We got that out there. We got there eventually, everybody. Oh, man. It's been one of those days. Excuse me. I'm trying to build as quick as I can because I don't want to be spending a ton of time on just one build because we're almost an hour into this now. I will probably need some of those. But primarily gonna need stripped logs and planks. So, yeah, I think we'll... I think this time around we should also work on having proper infrastructure for builds before we getting proper infrastructure in before doing mega builds. That was I feel like one of the primary things that kind of held us back quite a bit in the first season was that we kind of just went gung-ho on, hey, this is what we want to do and we're doing it, but we also don't have the proper tools, things, and stuff like that. I think I should do a town rule based in the town and develop it. Yeah, I mean, that definitely is, at least for starting out, a good idea. But eventually, like, breaking off and, like, getting separate towns so we can do proper trading and stuff like that will be quite good too. What's that? Yeah. Oh, all right. Sorry about that. Grandfather was talking to me. Ah, crap. That's not the... Right. Yeah, Silk Touch is what I need. Not... Fortune. Not for glass, at least. This is a very spruce-heavy build. Why do I use so much spruce in my builds? I don't know what it is. Spruce is probably my favorite wood type, so I like to build with it. Also, forgot to grab regular tough. Whoops. Nope. Oh, I need stairs. Oh. Yeah, Brayden, if you have any ideas for next season, feel free to suggest them in the Discord, because we honestly haven't really been talking a whole lot about it as of late. I think Soulspawn might have kind of fallen off a bit on the whole vintage story kick. At least as far as I know. Nope. Not like that. Well, what I realized with that is that when we are all separated, we don't trade. I think outposts for spreading our influence is fine, though. But overall, community should be focused in the town. Yeah. No, that's definitely something that should be a focal point. What do I do with my moss? What did I do with my moss? Ah, there it is. He's probably in the same boat as me, as like, I haven't really been wanting to play because I'm waiting for this next update. There's really cool things coming, and I want those cool things instead of working on the thing that I am currently working on. Sounds very familiar. So that will go there. I'm not wanting to play right now as well. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but it just, I'm not super motivated. Even when I was on my huge kick for everything medieval, like I was still having so much fun with it, but then I don't know what the hell happened. I was just kind of like, I'm not in the mood for vintage stories. So maybe instead of vintage story Friday, we'll revisit Soulless World or something else. It's been a while since I've really played anything else other than Minecraft. I don't know. Maybe we do Cobblemon or something like that. I don't know. So I also don't want to necessarily do too much of the Soulless World in a week, because then I get burnt out and then I won't want to play, and it's a whole another disaster that we are trying to avoid. Ah, you son of a gun. Okay. What am I missing? Am I missing anything else on this layer? Yeah, a few trapdoors. I hope we could actually do some of the main quests as well. Yeah, I feel like that was another thing too, was that we didn't do any of the story. I do hope that changes with this next playthrough. do I not have any more stripped logs? Damn. Went through that so... Uh-oh. I accidentally hit R. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to hit F. F's in the chat. I know the thing of it too is like with the Resonance Archive, I tried to look for it on that seed and we could not find it. Or I could not find it at least. It was definitely buried somewhere that I could not find, and it sucked. That seed was cursed. Yeah, just a tiny bit. I don't want to spawn on another freaking island, though. That's like one thing that I'm going to be absolutely against. No freaking island seed. I will raise my voice to Soul Spawn if he says, oh, let's do this island seed, guys. It'll be great. And I'm going to say, no. No island seed. Yeah, I think that was cool, kind of, but it made us so far apart. Oh, absolutely. Plus, I think for the amount of people that we had playing, factions didn't necessarily make sense either. Like, if we had a good amount of other people playing with us, it probably would have made the factions experience a tad bit better, but with, what was it, like 8 to 9 people, it just didn't necessarily feel right. Excuse you, sir. Child. A child that lit me on fire. It's extremely rude. Yeah, I definitely think like 20 to 30 people is more like it for factions, not 7 or 8. Alright, I think after this layer we start to get to the roof. Yeah. This is where roof stuff starts to happen. You know, I really should start to try and do more time lapses for like all the builds that I do on this world, because I was at least halfway decent with doing that stuff in the beginning initially, but then out of nowhere I was kind of like, we're gonna stop. Don't know why, but it just did. Please tell me I have more stairs. I don't have more stairs. Well, Mr. Enderman, you can't be doing that to me. I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. Motherfucker, dude. Stop jumping around like that. You're gonna give me a heart attack. I keep thinking that it's gonna come after me. I feel like your edited videos will carry your channel more if you put even more effort into edited videos. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that I don't put effort into my videos, but at the same time, it's like I don't necessarily have all the time in the world to be able to spend hours editing. It's like I get to work at 7:30 in the morning, so I gotta have at least some sleep. Otherwise, I just don't function. And then I don't get home until like 4:30ish because I have to stay a little bit later because of my classes during the day and all that. So then by the time I get home, you know, get relaxed a little bit, it's like 5:30, and then I'm like, okay, let's get into video recording mode and all that. And then I spend probably close to 4 hours recording normally, which then I edit. I spend frankly a ton of time editing. Yeah, it's a lot of work, man. Being a part-time YouTuber while working and in school is not for the weak. Just say that much. Gonna message you about an idea. Go for it. And it's like, yeah, if I gave myself more time in between episodes, like instead of doing weekly episodes, I did like one every 2 weeks or something like that. I mean, I could, but at the same time, it's like, I feel like I should be pushing out a little more content. I'm gonna read this now. That could be a possibility. That could very well be a possibility. No, because I disabled it when I had an important message come through that I wanted to make sure that I was getting notifications, so I turned off that feature in Discord. So now I'm just reading messages. Time to spam and get banned. Well, now, hold on, Raiden. Hold on. You don't need to go doing that now, okay? That's just being mean. Did I not? Action. Yeah, so these are all half slabs here. Oh, that was already filled in. So I need some of my slabs. I know I have some made already, so I don't need to waste any more wood. And it's like I could use my wood farm to get wood a little bit faster, but at the same time, I just grow the larger trees. I get more wood output than just the small ones. I might actually consider having my buddy move that tree farm over to where I'm eventually going to be putting in the lumber yard for Duskhearth. So like over in here, I wanted to kind of flatten it out a little bit, or it may just be like in this area, who knows. But I wanted to do like a lumber yard that's like a fair distance away from the city, or the town, I should say. So I wanted to have, you know, houses probably going up to about right here. Then it starts to get a little more wooded, and then kind of have this all filled in a bit, probably do some terraforming a bit and all that fun stuff, and then have it curve around into back over here where we'll have our lumber yard for the town, because you need wood for all the stuff that you're building and all that. You know, it actually might not be a terrible idea to potentially try to do some sort of like house in progress. As of like this, granted the town has been here for a very long time, but like this is more of like a newer addition to the town. We may be cooking. We may be cooking, chat. Really thinking now. Yeah, because like, if we think about it logically, it's like, once the town was initially established, you know, they put in the manor here, and then not far from the manor is where we have the old cemetery. And then, so nobody really wanted to necessarily put their places near the cemetery, so they didn't really expand this way all that much. They more so just stayed on the other side of the manor. But now, because the town is booming for some reason, we haven't gotten that far yet. They started to expand off this way, which I guess could even be like this bridge house here being like where they started to expand more, I guess. Like, we could throw in a couple finished houses or even a few finished houses closer to the bridge house. But then once we got a bit closer to the woods here, we just put it up like framing for a house. I think that would make sense. I like that concept, actually. I'm going to write that down in my handy dandy notebook right here. I'm very old school. I like to write in a notebook still. It would make sense for more of a waterfront to be developed now. I mean, let's fly into Cheetah Cam really quick. Because what I did here was I expanded this out. Like, I built out this platform here so we could fit in more houses and stuff like that. So like, I still need to, so now I need to fill in this cliffside here and kind of maybe match the mountain a little bit of having the deep slate, then the tough, then a tiny layer of stone. That could be how we go about doing that, but I'm gonna housing development section build frames for new houses under construction. Yeah, that would be good. Cliffside houses mixed with dwarf residents. That's a big maybe, because I wanted to keep at least the Carmalithor dwarves kind of away. I wouldn't say necessarily away from the humans of Duskhearth because of the actions that eventually come to be. Because technically we're building in like modern day of this world. We're still trying to like come up with the lore for the storylines for how we get to current day, and then working towards the future or like the resolution of the main storyline. Yet that's all still a bit work in progress, but I will at least keep that into consideration. But for now, I think I'm just gonna keep the dwarves kind of to themselves for the time being. fuck off spam call. I really need to disconnect my headphones from my phone because every time that I get a freaking call, it pauses my music and it interrupts my stream. It's not a great time. Oh yeah, I also meant to put a ladder up here because of, you know, bed space up here. That's right. How did I not put a stair there? That's weird. I'm gonna have to make a lot more stairs than what I have now. Damn it! That's just a damn shame. Oh, Raiden. I actually have to show you something because I don't know if you saw the channel member post that I put out a couple weeks ago. I didn't see you leave a comment or anything like that. So I'm going to show you what I did to commemorate you. You are officially one of the dwarves that welcome the members of the citizens of Carmelithor into the town, protecting the main entrance. It's wonderful, isn't it? Don't you love it? By the way, if you want me to change your name or anything like that, let me know. I can certainly do that if you want to change it. If you just want to be Raiden or whatever, I don't know. But yeah, all my channel members now officially get a statue here at the main entrance from the bridge going into town. It's great, isn't it? Don't you love it? I'm potentially thinking of doing like the longer people are channel members for me, they will get a special, they'll like upgrade their armor, so like it'll go from iron to gold to diamond to eventually netherite, something like that. Like I said, depending how long you're a channel member and stuff like that. But yeah, it's great. The Ghost Tato, hello, welcome in. How you doing? Welcome to the Soulless World. Yeah, I was just showing that off really quick because I don't know if you ever saw it, Raiden, so I wanted to show that off to you. You're an honorary dwarf in the kingdom of Carmelithor. Yeah, I might as well just make more stairs while I'm at it because I'm gonna forget to do it. If I don't do it now. Cool. And I'll make more of those. Apparently subbed to you. This isn't the first time I was in one of your streams. Oh. Well, welcome back. I'm glad to see that you have returned to my streams. I am terrible with remembering who's been here and who hasn't been, especially if you haven't been here for a while. So I apologize in advance. Yeah. Sorry. My memory is shot. Don't know why. But I do know why. It's because of all the brain damage, but that's neither here nor there. We are pretty much finishing up here on this house. We just have a bit more of the roof to build. And then we can start working on some newer houses. And that'll be great. Because I love working on more than just one build a stream. Last time I was feeling kind of icky, so I didn't have a super long stream, but yeah, it's fine. It's totally fine. Jane Austen, welcome in. How you doing? Not much. What's up with you? We're just over here constructing some new homes for our town of Duskhearth here. So that's what's up. What's up with you? Sorry, that was probably a little bit cringy. I have a tendency to do that sometimes. Oh, nope. Pretty good. What about you? I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Like I said, we're just finishing up the last section of this house here that we are building. And then we are moving on to some other new houses that I've been cooking up in the creative world here. Or this isn't the creative world, but I was building stuff in creative. I planned all this stuff out. And now we're actually building it in our world. It's great. Yeah. So we just need to is there a reason why I cannot? Ah. That's because there's no stairs there. Duh. Let's just quick build. I love Swift Sneak. Swift Sneak is absolutely fantastic. I also need a stair over here. Apparently. Oops. How long are you playing Minecraft, or how long have I been playing Minecraft? Because normally I stream Minecraft every Monday from like 6:30 till about 9:30, 10 o'clock. I don't do super long streams just because I have a primary job that I have to go to every day. Sucks. Wish I could be a full-time content creator, but the stars have not aligned for that. It is what it is. But how long have I been playing Minecraft? I've been playing since it was a browser game. That's how long I've been playing it. Oh, I fell. How'd I know? How'd I know that you were gonna ask me about designs and stuff like that? No, thank you. I don't need anything done for my channel. I had a suspicion. You can't fool me, Jane. I've been around for too long. I need bricks. Do I have bricks? I apparently don't have many more bricks left, so I'm probably gonna have to make some more of those at some point. Fantastic. Probably also gonna need to fly over to the gunpowder farm and get some more of those. More gunpowder so that I can make more rockets, because I'm starting to get a little bit low on rockets. Would really suck. I ran out of rockets. I think there was... No, what? Why then? because yeah, because now it's just the walls and iron fence. Yes, I promise I can shoot a bow. Trying to take care of the monsters. This dude's charging at me with a shovel. Get the heck out of here. Leave me the heck alone. I don't want what you're selling, man. Leave me alone. Ooh, iron. I will take the iron. I will need that. Appreciate it. You. I think it's probably over here that I have more iron. Yes, I do. Oh, look at that. I also have more glass that I apparently missed. Fantastic. Yeah, I think that's all that we really need from that. Tough brick walls. Shouldn't need that many. Let's go ahead and put these walls in. I will need to grab one slab to finish this, because it's not finished until I put that slab in. All right, there we go. Ah, there we go. I knew I had some extra slabs. All right, well, that is the last bit for the house here, so we can go ahead and remove that. And now we could do bit of a cheaty cam flyover of how this looks, and I absolutely love it. I think this looks fantastic. No interior yet, but hey, that's totally fine. We don't need interior right now anyways, so yeah. All right, next up we need, I think we wanted to do like a medium house. Not too far from this. I think I'm going to end up having to clear some of this out to fit said house. More than likely going to have to. Might as well just grab all this dirt while I can. So let's just go ahead, fill this in really quick. We'll double check all the dimensions and stuff like that here in a moment for this house, but I think we might need a little bit more space than this. Maybe we even just put a smaller house up here if the large or the medium is too big. So let's bring this down to here. Yeah, this is a big boy. Probably bigger than planned, but it is. It's fine. All right, move that down, right? Nope, I moved that up. I All right, because that's the floor right there. So if we just bump that up for now, let's move this way by a decent amount. Yeah, because the backside here has a little storage plot. And if I want this to fit in, I'm going to have to push that further up. So I think instead what we'll do is clear out just a little bit more of back here. And we'll just kind of accommodate, because this isn't necessarily final. We can always adjust this wherever needed. It's not going to be the end of the world. So let's go ahead and fill this in. All right, so now I will actually remove that because it's going to mess up the wall there. We don't want that to happen. Sure, that'll work. Just bump that back enough to where this can all fit in. And then we can build, kind of just fit some of this land into here. Pathway is going to be pretty close to this, but I don't think it'll matter that much. Yeah, we're just gonna fill this in. So now what we need to do is in this layer, here we go. I'm thinking to myself, like, where the heck is my floor supposed to be? So dirt, we can refill that back in. I think it's a touch and go type situation. It's totally fine. Yeah, so that is our floor right here. So we just need to grab some deep slate for that. And then we can start filling in the floor. That's great. Grab that. Grab a stack of cobbled deep slate. Beautiful. Huh? No suitable hotbars found for pick blocks. That's very strange. What the heck is going on here? I've never seen that pop up before in my life. So because I didn't have it in my hotbar, it was being a pain. That's so weird. Anyways, let's just finish filling this in really quick. Oh, I'm gonna need more. Right out of that. Let's grab another stack. Not gonna need that much more. All right, there we go. Now the next layer. Why am I getting that message with this build, but it didn't happen with this one? That is just so weird. No suitable hotspots on. It's weird. Take a look at. All right, check the config generic pick blockable states. I'm gonna sleep really quick before we continue on with this. Pick blockable slates. Pick blockable states. Generic. Pick block. I don't have any walls, so that's not going to work. That is super weird. I've never had that happen before. I guess I've always had the inventory slots that I didn't need to worry. Still, that just feels weird. Like, why would it not just automatically fill into the hotbar wherever I needed it in the hotbar? Like, it doesn't matter. Maybe that's a configurable thing for certain people who want that, but I don't know, man. I don't work here. Alright, a couple more stacks of tough blocks should be good. I will most certainly need fence gates. All right. Next layer. You're not supposed to be there. Oh, that's supposed to be a door. I'll have to make sure that I grab that. I noticed that with this house, it really doesn't have that many windows. That very well might change. Just because I feel like there probably should be a little bit more lighting. Like natural lighting coming in, but We'll see. So yeah, like this back here is supposed to be like a outdoor storage space slash workspace. Like you could probably put like workbenches out here. You could just leave them as they are, or you could store like your hay, firewood, whatever you might want to store back there. Completely up to you. You know what? I might as well just grab the doors now. I don't know what I'm going to do with the singular brick block or brick, so I'm just going to toss that. It's not really important. Oh, beautiful. I have 2 doors. That's exactly how many I need. Now you're supposed to be there. You. Yes. That is how it is supposed to be. Next layer. Good news. We haven't gone through nearly as much pale moss as I had originally thought. I felt like this build or these builds required a good amount of it, but we really haven't had to use that much. It's good. I also didn't want to like go overboard with the moss. I wanted to have enough of it mixed in that it looked like more of a ruined brick state than the regular tuff does. Yeah, I don't know. In my head, it makes sense, okay? All right, so a couple misplacements right there. That's totally fine. Tends to happen. So with this house, it's also going to have, obviously a second floor as well. But I wanted to kind of incorporate a mix of like the smaller houses with the larger ones, if that makes sense. I don't know. I might just be talking out of my butt right now. But yeah, I wanted to make sure that all these builds, like, they felt like they fit in together, but they're also unique enough to where it doesn't necessarily feel like you're forcing the you're not forcing any unique concepts in. They're all relatively the same. Same but unique at the same time. I guess that's what I was trying to say there. I don't know why that was so hard for me to get out, but brain no worky. That's what I have to say. My brain apparently doesn't want to work today, which is kind of valid, because who else really wants to work? Is this a full block here? Yeah. I don't know why I picked up the brick, but I picked up the brick. There's a few shells. I'm probably going to end up needing more. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need more shelves. Let's try that one more time. That was a bit of a mess. Place, strip, place, strip, place, strip, break, place, strip, break, place, strip, break, place, strip, break. Welcome back to my wood stripping stream, everybody. Wait a minute, that's... Pause! Wait a minute! Time out! YouTube, don't demonetize this! What the actual hell? Raiden, if you're here, please clip that. I can't lie, that was pretty funny. There's a couple other logs that apparently I did not strip. I don't know if log stripping stream sounds any better though. I don't think it does. Oh god, I have to wipe the eyes. Wipe the eyes out of my tears. Yes, wipe the tears out of my eyes. Now I'm wordsing very well. Mm-hmm. No, I am not. 1 second. Okay. I'd say we're pretty close to halfway done here because after this level, it should just be the second level, which is just mostly roof. There's not too much more to this, I don't think. Up, next layer. Alright, that's stairs, so we should probably input or place down the bricks, tough bricks and varied blocks first. So that we have a place to base the place to place the blocks. There we go. We got there eventually. Apparently now I can't words. I can't English very well. What the heck is wrong with me? I need a couple more blocks of tough to finish that off. I don't need the deep slate anymore, so we can go put that in its shulker. What the hell? I don't have any more stairs. That be the problem. Kind of need stairs for that part, huh? Do I? Oh, I should have enough fence gates. Keyword should. Is it totally accurate though? Probably not. I'm gonna throw the rest of these rest of this dirt into there too, since that's taking up a bit of my inventory space. Yeah, so we just have this. I think it's like a few more layers after this because we still have the whole roof to put in. That's not supposed to go like that. Oh, actually, I just remembered something. I was doing laundry. That is right. Once we finish this build, we're going to take a short break so that I can swap over my laundry, because I am practically out of clean clothes. Yeah, I'm very bad when it comes to doing laundry. It's like I always wait till the last minute. It's like, oh yeah, this is all I have left that is clean. I should probably do my laundry. So yeah, we'll have to fix that. All right, let's fix this. Nope. That's not supposed to go there. Now, flip those up. Next layer. Yeah, now we're officially into the second level of the house. Now I'm going to need more tough bricks yet again. Let's grab a few more of those. That's not the right block. You're supposed to be a block of spruce logs, not that. Okay, so flooring, we're just doing this alternating. I think this might be slabs. Yes, they are. Excellent. And we're just going to continue to do this. We'll just place the logs in and then we'll strip them because I can't be bothered to just sit there and strip a bunch of logs. Yeah, I need more. It's kind of crazy to think that throughout today we've gone through pretty much whatever I had left in here, plus all of this wood that was in here. I still have a full shulker, which is nice, but it's just like, holy crap. That's a lot of... What do you need for this again? Ah, planks. Or slabs. That should be plenty. Alright, next layer. Now it's just a matter of putting in all the stairs. That's the chimney, I believe. Kind of forget how I made this work because I think this side is a bit... Did I make them equal? I might have made them... No, I did not make them equal. I messed something up. I already know that much. Unless I did end up making it work. That's the million-dollar question. I feel like I did. Guess we'll find out once we get this built. Alright, I'm definitely gonna need more stairs. That's not supposed to be there. Gonna need a bunch of these. Yeah, stairs is the next meeting thing that I need to worry about. So we can fly on down this way. Oh, man. I need a stretch soon. My lower back has been killing me ever since like last night. I could not sleep well because of it. It's like I can already feel myself kind of crashing. Ah, right, stairs. I need stairs. There's creepers inside. Oh, no. Thought I put lanterns down. Alright, as many stairs as I can make. It's probably not going to be enough. That's a little more insurance, I guess. It's still probably not going to be enough. Ooh. Almost went flying off there. Oh, we started working on this side and then we ran out. Right. I know what I'm doing. Next level. Nope, that's not where that's supposed to go. That's not supposed to be like that either. Sorry if I'm not being super chatty right now. I am just super focused on completing this build. Alright. Not too much more. I still have quite a few stairs that need to go in. Do I not have... Apparently I don't have planks. Whoops. We're almost done. We just have a couple more layers to go with the roof. Then we just have the little spikes that go on top. And then main structure is done. It'll be glorious. I have a sneaking suspicion that I don't have enough stairs. And would you look at that? I was right. Pretty sure I might have accidentally misplaced one or two, maybe not. That should be there. Don't know why it's not. And I'm going to go ahead and place down a couple lanterns now so that mobs don't spawn in the house. Ooh, oh, I'm very scared to peek in here. No? Is it up there? Might have been up there that I swear I put down. I did put down lanterns. Oh, it's the next level up. Damn. Yeah, hey, Stair, I'll take you. And you. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that's not good. No. What'd you do? Where'd you go? Oh. Alright, there we go. Crisis averted. I was super stressed for a second there. That was not fun. But at least that's fixed now. I'm glad that that is fixed. Now all I need to do is make a few more stairs. I think that's all I'll need. And might have needed one or... No, we have just enough. That's beautiful, actually. Why did I not put slabs on here? Because there definitely should be slabs, too. Apparently, we missed that. I think I'll have enough for this. Yeah, beautiful. Brick walls, I should probably have enough. Ooh, slight problem. We do not have enough bricks for this. Uh-oh. Do have enough trapdoors, though, which is great. Very happy to have that. I'll have to come back and fill that in. But for now, I think I just make some more of those. Ouch. And this is, aside from the brick pot that will need to go into the chimney, this house is now done. It's looking very nice. You like it? I like this. It feels unique enough from... It kind of takes the shape of our larger houses, except it's just a bit smaller. It doesn't have that... It has a second floor, but it doesn't have the attic. It doesn't have the first floor, second floor, and attic. It's more so just a slightly condensed version of this. But at the same time, it's unique enough that it fits. Okay, so with that being said, like I said, I have to go switch over my laundry. So I'm going to go hide in this house here. And while I do that, you should, well, maybe not in here. Maybe find a house that has a bed. Hold on a second. This house should have a bed. It does. All right. Stretch your legs, grab a snack, do what you need to do. We will be back in just a few. All right, everybody, I have returned. Let's get back into the game. All right, so we were just on the tail end of this. I needed... It's gonna bug me. I'm gonna just run over really quick and see if I happen to have any bricks in my thing. Storage room. I mean, if not, it's not the end of the world. But it would be nice to have. Does not look like it. There's nothing in there. Some gold. Oh, hi there. What a pleasant surprise. Yeah, no bricks or clay in there. I'm going to say I highly doubt I have anything over in here. I may have to go find like a lush cave or something and do some clay harvesting. I will take the slabs and these trapdoors and those there. Oh, look at that, more stuff I can use. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna put in the house, small house design that I came up with. I'm gonna have to go get some more clay from somewhere before we can do this. So yeah, unfortunate, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and do that. This shouldn't take super long because it's a small house. And I think what we'll do is we'll make a bit of a trail that goes off to here. And this is where we'll put one of the smaller houses here. So let's go ahead and remove that. Small house 2. Let's go ahead and rotate, move it this way. And yeah, there's the doorway. I'm gonna have to keep in mind of where this is gonna go. We may end up adjusting this path so it just cuts over to here. That might be what we end up doing. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. So let's go ahead. I'm going to grab a little bit of my grass. So that should be down there. And then the floor is deep slate, which we can dig this out. Ah! Hey guys, there's no second layer, so you just kind of fall through. Figured y'all should know. Silly old me. Just a goofy little guy. What can I say? Alright, so what we need here is some tuff. And in this corner, some dirt. Now I need to go grab my deep slate. That and that. Yeah, I think once we get this house built, that may be a good stopping point for us. Now, I know that I don't necessarily have a good way of doing this, but I will need to put that floor in here so that I can build this properly. Yeah, like so. Now this side. Honestly, I probably could just use some of my grass here too, if absolutely need be. Guess it doesn't really matter what I use, because it's just going to be turned to dirt anyways. Yeah, all of this is going to need to be filled in eventually, or at least lit up at the absolute minimum. Otherwise, mobs will spawn down here, and it'll be an absolute nightmare. We don't want that. Oh, by the way, I decided to go ahead and reinstall the dramatic skies, but we're still getting some visual issues. Like, I absolutely love how dramatic skies looks, but we get this weird visual glitch, and I don't know what the heck is causing it. I may end up just removing that at some point. Probably next time. It's a shame. I mean, it probably is potentially fixed in the more recent versions, because the server is still on 1.21.11. So we have not updated to 26.1 yet. I want to say everything should be up to date by now. But in all honesty, the Tiny Takeover update is really not significant, so I was potentially just going to be like, screw it, skip it. And then when Chaos Cubed releases, maybe then we'll update. But for now, we are sticking with 1.21.11, because I can't be bothered to update to, I mean, hot take potentially, but the Tiny Takeover update is pretty mid. Like, it's not super significant or anything like that. It's really just meh. And I hate to say that, because like, I feel like lately Minecraft has been doing pretty all right when it comes to all the updates and stuff like that, but the last couple have just felt pretty underwhelming to me. And maybe that's just me, who's used to getting a ton of features every update, and now that they've switched to this game drop version, like, no, I wouldn't even say that, because like the last couple game drops, like the Copper Age was solid. Like, Copper Age was probably the last update that I felt was actually worth updating to, which I think was 21.10, 21.9. No, had to have been at least a little more recent than that. I feel like it was 21.11 was Copper update. There's just so many updates now that I can't keep track. That's another thing too, is that like they're just constantly pushing out these smaller game drops, so you're constantly having to update, which sucks. But I don't know. All right. Next layer here. Now, what's different about this small house too is that it's not going to have a staircase. It's going to have... we'll still have a second floor, but instead of a staircase, it'll have a ladder going up to a loft. Which I feel like is unique enough that it separates the two house designs. Plus, I think with this house too, like I definitely leaned into having a lot more shelves to do some extra, you know, decorating and all that stuff. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm out of regular tough. Let's fly over real quick. Snag that up. I will probably need to grab more moss. Just gonna grab a half stack. Probably more tough bricks. Just because I know I can always use those. Oh, that's not supposed to be there. There we go. Next layer. Oh, almost forgot that. That would have been not so great. Okay. Apparently, I missed this entire layer worth of logs. Or almost did. Alright, $1 million question. Will I have enough shelves to finish this? Because I think this is really the only level that has shelves. I think I'll have enough. Alright, so the next layer, yeah, I feel like we are pretty set on having the bookshelves, or not bookshelves, the regular shelves. Yeah, go in there. I will need fence gates again. I'm gonna put the iron bars. Nah. I will need them. Stairs. I'll also need some stairs. Make a good amount of those. Actually, I might have enough spruce fence gates for this. Only one way to find out, though. I do need to make ladders. That is another thing that I have to do. I think 6 is all I'll need. All right, so we just need to put in the stairs, and then we can go around and put the fence gates in. All right, so now we're on to the loft part of this. Then after this point, it's really not that much more. So I want to say once we build this layer, it's just all roof, aside from where we have to build the loft. So we just have to do that. Put the spruce gates down. Or spruce fence trapdoors. Spruce fence doors. Yes, that's definitely the block that I'm placing down right now. Totally. Was this? Was it just a regular plank? Okay. Don't have any spruce on me, so that's unfortunate. Okay. Well, I guess I'll just quickly snag some up. Now, the one thing that I kind of forgot with these new houses was incorporating outside lighting. We could probably hang a lantern from like, oh, there's a block missing. Oh, that's going to drive me absolutely batshit if I don't fix that right now. Hold on. Crisis averted, everybody. Oh, that would have set me off. But yeah, putting outside lighting on these houses, I did not really think about that. So I will have to come up with something, probably off camera. More than likely, we could just hang something off of, like, by the windows or something like that. It could be super simple. Doesn't have to be super intricate. Yeah, we're just gonna do a bunch of. I probably didn't need to make that many. Shoot. All right. Well, we're just gonna do it. Full sender, baby. All right. So right here, there needs to be a trapdoor. And right here is the loft area. So it's not spacious, but it doesn't need to be because that space is strictly just for sleeping. So probably needed some logs. Look at that clutch. Okay, well, that's fine, I guess. Alright, so now we build up another layer. This is where we put down some fences, which I did not grab. So I will need to grab some of those. Also need to grab more logs. Fences and logs. Note that down. Write that down for me, guys. Fences and logs. I probably have enough stairs to finish the roof. More than likely, right? I would think. I'm just gonna... get building. We're on the home stretch of tonight, so... this is probably the last thing we're gonna do. Which, to be fair, is... we still got a lot done. Like, we got 3 new houses built. And... I'll probably spend a little bit of time potentially... designing up some, like, framework for these houses. Fences and logs. Yes. Yeah, just come up with some framework for, like, some work in progress houses that we can potentially put in here. Like I said, I probably more than likely have a lot of terraforming that I'll need to do off in this direction. And then obviously the cliffside here, that will need to be done. But lots of to-dos. Lots of work that might be something we save for on camera. Some stuff we'll probably end up doing off camera. Just see how the flow goes. Gotta make sure that we strip these logs down. Beautiful. Now the next layer. A lot of repetition tonight with house building and all that, but at least you guys will be able to see, like, everything that I have designed so far with these new house designs and kind of like the build concepts. Like, I guess these, like, newer houses that I've done could resemble, like, some sort of, like, I wouldn't say like a rich neighborhood because it's this is a rural medieval town, but like this section of town just feels a lot newer, a lot fresher in comparison to some of the older designs that I made. Maybe that's just how I'm interpreting this, but yeah. Not too much more to go, which is nice. Just lots of stairs. I wish I need to practice more with like different roof designs, and I might have mentioned this last time we streamed, but just getting more whatchamacallits. more roof designs, just getting some practice in. Something along those lines. I'm already blanking on what I said. Oops. Ringo Burr. Alright, so this level here is the last little bit that we need for the roof portion of this build. Now it's just more decorative stuff that needs to be put in after this layer. The spikes and all that. What are you doing in my yard? You're not welcome here. I'm looking at... Sir, I am looking at you. Get off my property. Oh. He kind of like huffed. He heard me from over here. He's like, fine, I'll go. Sorry. Keep walking. That's right. You don't want this smoke. I promise you that. Oh, what are you doing? You coming back? Oh, it looked like he was aiming at me. And you're gonna get it, boy. I'm gonna smack you. Gonna smack you with my sword in the face, and it's not gonna feel good. Okay, well, I don't want to go get more. I had a few logs left. How convenient. Now, all I need is tough bricks and my iron. And then we can call it good. And up one more. Should have more than enough iron fences for this. Excellent. I feel like we were for the chimney. How the heck did I forget about the chimney? I'm also going to light this up. We can just use torches for now. It's not that big a deal. I definitely need to make more campfires so that I can, you know, give a little more natural light into here. Yeah, there's supposed to be a little chimney on this side here, and I don't know why this was not included. How many trapdoors do I have? I have enough. We have enough to at least put the trapdoors down, which is nice. I'll just go ahead and do this. And now next time I'll have some clay that we can toss into a furnace, get bricks, and then make some more pots for these couple chimneys that we were not able to do before. And of course we have freaking Enderman. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? You're not gonna let me sleep out here if you're too close to my bed. Alright, time to go to sleep. And then we can look over all the progress that we made today, which I think was some great progress. I know these houses actually seem quite close to each other in comparison. I mean, some of these houses are kind of jammed together pretty close too. Maybe we'll leave a little bit more space for like a few trees, maybe, I don't know, a park or something. Even that seems kind of dumb for a rural town, but yeah, no, we got these 3 houses in. They're all pretty unique in their designs, but also very similar to what we've had before. I'm feeling pretty good about this. Next time, hopefully I will have this path finished and throw in some more foliage and stuff like that. I'll try to terraform this a bit better too, so that it's not so rugged. Make it maybe flat, like chisel back this part here, kind of have this slowly meld into the landscape here, because I do want to kind of keep this natural valley here as like where the lumber yard is going to be. So this will also need to be filled in here. I'll have to put in some more trees around the edges. Yeah, lots of work that is going to be done, more than likely off camera. Next time, I'll figure out what we're going to do next time. But in the meantime, this is where we're going to go ahead and say good night. Thank you guys so much for watching, hanging out, chatting with me. Hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. Even if you lurked during the stream, really appreciate each and every single one of you. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did and you haven't done so yet, please make sure to hit that like button down below. Check out the links below for all my social medias. Consider joining my community Discord or the Soulless World Discord, where you can catch up on the world lore that has been created so far. And it's a great place for us to kind of bounce around ideas for how we want things to work. But yeah, if you enjoyed yourself very much and you want to see more Soulless World content just like this, consider subscribing as well. And I also want to say a huge shout out and thank you to all my channel members for your support. You guys are absolutely amazing. And if you want to be absolutely amazing like them, you can get your own statue in Carmelo Thor. Consider becoming a channel member today. Never required, but always greatly appreciated. And I also have to say one more shout out and thank you to G Portal for sponsoring this series. If you want to get your own Minecraft server for you and your friends to play on, head on into the description below. Use that link to get 10% off your first purchase with them. Thanks, G Portal. You're pretty awesome. And yeah, with that being said, I shall see you guys again on Friday. Bye-bye.